Last week was the Dutch Grand Prix, and it was quite interesting, but let's see what Reddit thought about the race. Okay, so first meme we have is this one, where this guy was actually one of the guys who threw one of the flares onto the circuit, as you hear. And then they start swearing and being rude, which I would say is called for, because you don't want anybody to throw flares onto the circuit because it can be dangerous, and then it would red flag and then we'll have a bad race. So yeah, so that, and I believe the guy worked for the circuit, so what's it called, so I think it's quite good that he got banned. And here we have another meme. Hear me out! So if you didn't see, today as of recording this, Ferrari released their special livery for the race suits, or maybe the car, I'm not sure, where they will be having yellow, and what this meme is saying that they look like minions and he looks like crew. Well, they are despicable, and he doesn't want to change anything, so yeah, I agree a bit with this. And if you're quite knowledgeable about Stream Decks, my Stream Deck has stopped working or doesn't want to work with via OBS. So if you know a bit, are knowledgeable, comment down below, and you can maybe help me. Eller ta bort det där, ta bort det. Det behövs. Max after winning the most intense race of his life. Haha, yes. Wouldn't say it was the most intense, but yeah, he says haha yes after all his wins, yes, and it looks like he might also beat the record for most, what's it called, races won during one season, which in my opinion is, yeah, a record which can be beaten, but I would say it's quite easy for him because he has a dominant car. Ferrari don't know how to have a good strategy, and Mercedes aren't that quick currently. But I think maybe if we had the regular season in 2020, we might have seen a closer, maybe Hamilton having the record. But COVID happened, and we're not going to be sad about everything. So yeah, here gets this. Had to review an Asian template for this. British channel, British broadcasters will support British drive. Then slap. It's the default international feed, and they know it too. Yeah, so they people think that they support British and things, and I would say that normally, if you are a British broadcaster and think you support the channel, because obviously Ziggo Sports is Dutch, they support Verstappen, Spanish news outlet will support, what's it called, Fernando and Sainz, and then Viaplay will support Ericsson when he was here and when he's in IndyCar. So I would say, yeah, this is a bit true, but I would say maybe that they don't fully support Hamilton, but that's up to your interpretation. So yeah, for you to understand. And then here is another interesting thing. Please make it happen, Redbull. Things that they want. Her on the podium in Monza. Well, if she wins, she can be there. We'll see. Maybe she doesn't want to be on the podium. I don't know. Ryanair destroying Haas. AMS, which I think is Amsterdam, to MXP, which is Milano's. CC Ryanair, because they're using EasyJet. And if you don't know, Ryanair and EasyJet are both low cost, what's it called, airlines, and I believe Ryanair is more British, but stretching to further in Europe. They've opened a bit in Stockholm, in Arlanda, and EasyJet is also a bit British. But then Ryanair on the back of the plane, back of the grid. Oof! Ryanair really destroyed Haas, I agree with that. And then what's it called here? The AlphaTauri drama summed up. Merc conspiracy theorists. You took everything from me. Red Bull Racing easily winning both titles. I don't even know who you are. Well, I fully agree with this because if... yeah, they do that. But I wouldn't say that... that it happened intentionally because you have spoken. I'm a bit like Toto Wolff. I'm a bit shocked at what happened. And I want to fully understand how it could. Because I've watched videos on it. They said he stopped. He thought this tire was loose, but it wasn't. Then they said they might have a differential or transmission issue. I don't remember what it was. But then they said, no, it's not in there, so just keep going. They pitted him, put on his, what's it called, he tightened up his harness. Then he went out again. Then they found a problem in his, what's it called, in his transmission or differential, and then they pitted him and retired him. So I don't know what fully happened. A lot of people, Mercedes fans, have said, oh, this is intentional, this is Red Bull thing, but AlphaTauri have come out with their, what's it called, their statement. Red Bull, I don't know, have come up with a statement, but I wouldn't say it was intentional. I would say it was just a sheer shock of coincidence, and still the Red Bull, I believe, would have won the race. And now we're done with that, we can go back to the memes, which, such as this one. Come back, Zero, please. Therapist. Ferrari Renault F1 team isn't real. It can't hurt you. Ferrari Renault F1 team. Yeah, because Renault was yellow and then the Ferrari are yellow, which I think is a bit interesting. Oh, what's this analysis? Could Latifi have won the Dutch Grand Prix if everyone retired? As you can see, a Williams can be spotted driving on track during the Dutch GP. In the closing inspection, we can confirm it's Latifi. So the answer is yes. Latifi would have won in a normal race where everyone else retired. True. And then more references to the Minions. Anyone else? Me driving my car close to another car to get slipstream and go 110 faster to hospital then. Well, if you're going to hospital, I think you have bigger problems, and I wouldn't fully say that you should bump draft a car, because if you look at NASCAR, if you bump drop and accidentally hit them, they can spin, and so can happen in real cars, and you will have to pay everything, which isn't good. And warning, tinfoil hat area. Russell and Bottas crashed at Imola last year, allowing Hamilton to unlap himself at the restart and nobody cared. Yuki stops on track causing a VSC and Max wins the race. He's always going to win, and suddenly the whole internet loses its mind. I would say why people did this against Yuki Tsunoda, because I've sort of said that it was with circumstances, but still the one with Russell and Bottas was, if you haven't seen, if you didn't watch Mercedes and F1 in 2021 I think it was. Yeah, they were Bottas and Russell were going like this, or I would say Bottas is this one, Russell is this one. Then they go up towards turn 1 of Imola. Then Bottas pushes Russell a bit, and then Russell thinks he has less space than he actually has, goes onto the grass, which is a bit wet. His tires, rear tires, lose grip, and due to the differential in the tires, it means that the tire with least amount of resistance, because it's on wet, gets the most of the power, and because it's on wet, which is lower friction than asphalt, that got all the power and then spun him, and then bang, into Bottas, and then Hamilton could unlap himself and everything. So yeah, it's a bit odd too, but I wouldn't say that should have caused conspiracies, because of because that was less of a coincidence, I would say. Now again, we have a interesting meme. The race wasn't rigged. You all are done. Team LH, those Hamilton fans could read, they'd be very upset. And as a fellow Hamilton fan myself, it wasn't rigged. It was just sheer luck of coincidence. And that's everything I'm going to say on that matter. But yeah, what's happened here with Hamilton? A plant-based diet, love animals, constantly searching for who to blame when I lose. Well, he was a bit angry, it's heat of the moment. I mean, you say stupid things, such as what happened in Spa with Alonso. Yeah, I'm agreeing with that. F1 Twitter, you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy, or what they're trying to say. And I would sort of agree with that, because I've seen Hamilton fans, they're a bit delusional, can be very irritating sometimes. They have Verstappen fans who also are very irritating. So yeah, I would say generally F1 Twitter is a bit weird. And this is also an interesting thing I saw on F1's Instagram. You have, what's it called, Leclerc winning in 2019 in Monza, then he crashes out and retires. Gasly won that race, which also meant that he retired. Then you have Ricciardo who won that race. Will he retire? Well, I'm not shocked if he does, but hopefully he doesn't, and hopefully we see a Mercedes win in Monza. So last meme of the day, Monza GP. Then you have obviously Charles Leclerc here sitting in his car, and if you haven't seen, this was during COVID times when he got the banana suit. But speaking of Charles Leclerc, let's speak about the the Dutch Grand Prix, and I would say it was quite interesting that they moved the DRS zone closer. I would say was better, and overall it was interesting. And if you want a better explanation of my opinions of the race, and if you want F1 news recaps, watch my latest video, which went up yesterday as of recording this and uploading this. And I will start maybe uploading these videos every Monday after the races, and if there's anything general which happened during F1 in a week, you will see. So, and if it gets enough views, good views, I will keep doing them. So if you're interested in those videos, keep on coming. My next video will be, as I said, maybe one of those news recaps, but it will be another Reddit Reacts due to the Monza Grand Prix. But the week after that, there is no Grand Prix, which means we will have to upload a new video, a different style to the channel, which I'm just going to tell you will be with my Stream Deck and a game which is technically a racing game, but you haven't seen it on my channel, and if you guess it, I will like your comment. So try and guess in the comments, and while they're down there, hit the like button and subscribe. But until then, I've been Racing Legend, you've been my amazing viewers. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.